Welcome everybody to DuePoint this morning. Thank you for coming through. Wednesday, halfway there. Halfway there. We are almost halfway through the year too. 2nd of July, I understand, is halfway through the year. So we can make this. We can make this. But thank you for coming through today. You're in the halls of DuePoint. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're both a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. First founded in about 1952, so we're nearly 65 years old. So you're not dealing with some kind of new thing here. This is a well-established insurance company. We've been part of the financial services sector for decades now. If you want to get some comfort on who you're dealing with here today, spend some time outside, look at all of our certificates and licenses on the wall. Go to Google, look us up on the FSB's website, on the JSE. You can look for Conduit Capital on the JSE. You'll find us there. We want you to know that you're dealing with somebody that you can rely on just a little bit today. It's an important thing in the current South African economy, where we know that things are coming and going, and there's all sorts of things always happening out there. There's our FSP number. Write it down, memorize it, go look us up, have comfort. I also want you to be comfortable with the team here today. The team has been very specifically chosen for their skill sets, but the most important aspect of them is that they're right here. We're a homegrown South African company. You will always find us in these four walls Monday to Saturday. And that too is something of huge importance and significance these days when you just can't find people anymore. They're just hidden behind the internet, usually. But here you can find us always right here. There's me. I'm Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive here and the founder of this division. This is Tim. He's our banking expert. This is Stacey. She's our auditing expert. This is Jane. She's from the UK but has lived the last 10 years here. She's our direct selling expert. And we've got Rob. He's our design guy. Ran his own digital design firm for nearly 20 years. Knows what he's doing in the design space. All of us have got the requisite skills, and we want you to be comfortable with everything that we do here at DuePoint. Well, what is it that we do here at DuePoint? Well, we've got two objectives. Our primary objective, ladies and gentlemen, is to put in the hands of South Africans a tool that will allow them to create for themselves a recurring, reliable income. In the current economic climate, I think that you can all see what's happening. You've been watching the news. The last 4 weeks have been kind of like a treasure trove for DuePoint. The place is falling apart. We know this. Our economy is in real trouble. Our political situation is really bad, and we are suffering on the ground. We are. How do we suffer? Well, if you've got a job, a full-time job, you know you've got no security in that job. They used to call it job security. We've got job insecurity in South Africa today. The economy is shrinking, literally shrinking, which means businesses are closing down on a daily basis, and it means more and more people are losing their jobs on a daily basis. We saw between January and May this year, nearly 500,000 people became unemployed. Nearly 500,000 people. You put that into perspective, in the mining sector, over the last 10 years, 160,000 jobs have been lost. In the last 10 years, in the mining sector. That's all we ever hear about, is how bad the mining sector is, all these jobs that have been lost. In the last 5 months, across the economy, 433,000 people became unemployed. It's crazy what's going out there. We have no job security. We also have no control over our income. We have no control. You know what it's like. You don't sit on any of the remuneration committees at your businesses, and therefore you don't get to decide what your increase is going to be. You don't get to decide what your bonus is going to be, and you certainly don't get to decide if you're going to get promoted. You have no control. We have no control, and then to top it all off, we have an economy that just bashes us from pillar to post. Every day, something new. Now, we want to try and resolve that. We want to put in your hands a tool that allows you to be in control of creating income, recurring, reliable, hopefully lifetime income that we want to put in your hands. If we can do that, we believe we can start tackling some of the systematic problems, the systemic problems in South Africa. They're in your life already. One of them is debt. Rob always calls it the 4-letter word. Okay? It's debt. It's in your life. We're completely inundated with it. Why? Because we don't earn enough. We simply don't earn enough these days to keep up with the rise of inflation and costs. You would have seen, you might not have, a couple of weeks ago, the economists came out to admit that inflation hasn't been 6% per annum in South Africa. Remember, that's what they've been telling us for the last couple of years? No, 6%? So your increases have all been 6%, 3, 4, 5, 6%. Huh? And so they've come out to say, no, actually it's been about 17% per annum, which is what I'd always been guessing at. I'd always guessed it at around 20%. You just look at the cost of food, how food has gone up. They say to feed a family of 4 now in South Africa costs 7,500 rand a month. 7,500 rand a month to feed a family. That's not 6%. That's not. I remember when I was a kid, my mother used to pay about 280 rand, a week, and she was blown away about how expensive stuff was to feed a family of 4. Now it's 2,000 Rand. You go into Woolies, they charge you on the way in. You walk in the door, they already swipe your credit card here. You know, it's crazy. We don't earn enough, and because we don't earn enough, we drown in the system. We drown in it. We have debt for everything. But if we can put income in your hands, if we can put something that's there reliably every month, whether you're sick and can't work, whether you're healthy, whether you're old, or whether you're young, if we can put it in your hands, we believe we can start to put you in a position where you don't need the debt anymore because you're earning enough to cover your expenditure. Our hope is always to bridge the gap, not to replace your income. You've got jobs, keep your jobs. Keep earning. They're a scarce resource these days. But we want to bridge the gap between what your job is giving you and what you actually need to survive in this economy that we're in. That's what we're hoping to do. We're also hoping to start preparing you for the future, the immediate future and the future. What do we have in our immediate future? We almost always have some form of disaster hitting us. Some of them are small disasters, some of them are big disasters, but they hit us all the time. Somebody gets sick, somebody dies, car accident, something breaks in the house. There's always something unexpected that's hitting our expenditure. We need to be ready for that. If you've got a recurring extra income coming in every month that you control, well, then you're in a position to know that you can handle those unforeseen events. We also want to put you in a position that one day when you can't work anymore, when you are physically incapable of working, you're too old or you've been in an accident or you got sick and you can't work anymore, that income comes in every single month, even if you've lost your primary income. That's what we want to put you in. This will prepare you to not be a burden on your children or the state in the future, but you'll actually be able to support them. Something completely different from what we're doing right now, where we lean on our children in our old age to support us. Now we hope to put you in a position where you don't have to do that. You can actually support your children. That's our primary objective. Our secondary objective at DuePoint is that we want to build a system here that allows you direct contact, direct communication with the supplier, with us, the insurance company. We have built a system that creates a pipeline directly from you through to the heart of the insurance company, because we've changed the way we buy. As 21st century consumers, we don't want middlemen anymore. We want to be directly connected to the suppliers. Now, what we've done is we've taken those two objectives and we've put them together in what we call the DuePoint system. Now, the DuePoint system is very simple. What it does is it allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you have one task to do for us, and that is to connect us to people. As you go out and connect us to all the people that you know and meet through your life, you penetrate the South African market for us. And you create channels of distribution into which we can come and facilitate the purchase of our products. When we do that, we create revenue. When we create revenue, we create that recurring extra income that I've been talking about for you. Now, how is it recurring? Well, because we don't sell things here. We don't sell goods. We don't sell anything tangible. We use financial services and lifestyle products. These run on a computerized debit order system, which means that every month that those debit orders are successfully paid, your income comes in. You don't run around begging people to buy again every month. There is no selling of goods as wealth engineers here at DuePoint. That task is left to us at DuePoint, not you. But it's the peace of mind of knowing that you don't have to return every month to individuals to get them to pay again. But every month, our computer system runs those debit orders. That is the fundamental cornerstone of our system, relieving you of that burden. Now, the second layer in our system is the ability for you to be more than you currently are. As employees, you know you're the only one that can produce revenue. You go in, you've got 8 hours a day and 2 hands, and you can only do so much in that time. When that daylight ends, the day ends, your income ends. If you get sick, go to hospital, your income ends. There is no duplication. There is no creation in what you do. In the DuePoint system, we allow you and equip you to build teams in your channels that work together in creating a growing income for you that can be happening 24 hours a day. It's way beyond what you're capable of as an individual. This is not an employment opportunity. This is not. We're not recruiting, we're not hiring, and you won't get an employment contract from us. Okay? So when you run out to jump on Facebook after this, please do not include the words recruiting, hiring, DuePoint. No, that's not what we do here. You contract with us and we put a tool in your hands. And you choose with that tool what you're going to do, when and how much you're going to spend your time on that tool. It is completely flexi time. You decide what you do with the tool. You are independent of us here at DuePoint. There is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer. Because of the fact that we don't sell things, you don't have to buy things from us. There's no starter kit, no starter manual, no startup fee, no business fee monthly, no marketing monthly fee, no monthly sales fee. There are no fees and costs for being a wealth engineer. By simply being a product owner of DuePoint, you are, as part of the package, a wealth engineer at no additional cost to you. This is the big thing that has created the stigmas in South Africa, is that we always lose money. We're always expected to buy something. Just put 10 grand in and you're in, you know. Just buy this $2,000 item and you're in. Folks, there is none of that at DuePoint. So if tomorrow you say, I should never have done this, I should never have become a wealth engineer, that's fine. Carry on with your life. It will have cost you nothing through this process. It also does not require you to have any specific qualification or experience, guys, because you are not brokers of ours, you're not representatives of ours, you're not financial advisors of ours, you are none of these things. You simply connect people to us, and you are building an asset. How do you build an asset with us? Because you actually have something that has a recurring income. Debit order runs, income comes in every single month. You're able to price your channel. And when you can price your channel, you can sell it. You can transfer it, and it's going to outlive you. One day when you pass away, it'll be handed over to your children, and the income that you generated during your lifetime will be earned by your children. Is this not the exact opposite of what we're doing right now, where we leave them our debt instead? Now we have created something that leaves them income. And that's what we do here at DuePoint. Folks, you do not play any part in the sales transaction. So good news for all of you who hate selling or think you're not good salespeople, don't want to sell, fantastic news. You play no part in the sales transaction here at DuePoint at all. That is our task as DuePoint. Your task is just to connect people to us. So how do you connect people to us? Well, there's 4 ways. One is you buy a USB stick with our presentations on it at our reception counter, 150 Rand. Plug it into a smart TV, computer, laptop. There's me, 24/7. You'll be amazed at how fresh I can be at 3 o'clock in the morning if you want to show somebody. I'll do the presentation for you, full speed, okay, on there. Then you've got the second way, this room. We present out of Johannesburg and out of this office Monday to Saturday, evenings, lunchtimes, mornings. You've got us live in this room. Now, you might not be in this room, or you might not be close enough to get to this room. Well, the third way is our YouTube channel. Every one of our presentations is recorded and placed on our YouTube channel. There's hundreds there, all sorts of different types and themes. You go pick your favorite one any time of the day, any day of the week. Christmas, New Year's, on your birthday, YouTube is open. And you can be showing people the DuePoint. You never have to become an accredited presenter at DuePoint. None of these things you need to do. We do it all for you. And then the fourth way is we live stream all of our presentations every day. So whenever we're live, no matter where you are, in your office, at home, wherever you are, coffee shop, as long as you've got internet and a screen, there we are presenting the DuePoint opportunity for you. That's how you connect individuals to us. That's it. That is it. You never talk about any of our products. Man, again, last night was killing me. I always say this. This is the test. You're going to come to me afterwards. You're going to say, Brendan, when I'm telling people about your products, no, you don't tell people about our products. You are excluded from the process of telling people about our products. Your task is to tell people about the opportunity at DuePoint to create income in your control that is recurring and reliable. That is your entire conversation with individuals. You don't have to do anything else. When you do that, you connect people to DuePoint. And as you do that, some of the people are going to catch the vision and want to become wealth engineers. When they do, and you add them to DuePoint, we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These people go out and do exactly the same thing, and over time, they will add wealth engineers as well to your channel, and they'll be allocated to you. As you penetrate the market across the country, and this is happening every day at DuePoint, we come along as DuePoint and facilitate the purchase of our products throughout your channel. You don't have to do any of that. And as we do that, your income is born. Now, what's very important to note, folks, is that we are not one of those things. We are not a get-rich-quick scheme. We are not any sort of shape you've read about in a newspaper. We're none of these things. We are listed and regulated. We have quarterly reviews. Members of government sit on our board. We didn't manage to just slip this into the economy unnoticed, okay? This is genuine income earning. And because it's genuine, it works just like your career. It works just like if you started a new business. There is a price to pay. Now, people think that they say to me, Brendan, well, if I don't have to pay anything to get started, what's the catch here? Well, the catch is the price you pay for building your channel is time. It's time. You will need to pour time into this if you want to change your life with it. You will have to put thought and energy and persistence in it. This is a people business, and people are very disappointing creatures. Very disappointing. You are going to need to spend time if you want to change your life. Now, it's quite easy to earn just a little bit off of the DuePoint system. It can happen quite quickly. But to change your life with it, it's going to require a commitment, the same kind of commitment that you've put into your careers and starting your own businesses if you've done that before. This is how you earn, though, in the DuePoint system. The first way, and there's two ways, is in our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 every time somebody in your channel makes a successful debit order payment of their product, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. So, for instance, you go out, you chat to a few people, they pay for their products via debit order, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's R55. This is 21st century money. It's material and it's significant. It's not some kind of pocket change number. It's R55 for every product, not every person, every product that is successfully paid for every month. Now, do you have to pay every month for the products here? Yes. Financial services, you never get to pay once, okay? It's not a car. And even there, you know you pay for 7 years. Folks, you pay every month. You and the people you put in have to pay every month. And every time they do, for every product, you get R55. These folks go out, they chat to a few more people, okay? And again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, that's R55. You've been here 5 minutes. And already in this particular example, you're earning just under R1,000 a month. Now, that hasn't changed your life, but it's an extra R1,000 a month. It's an extra R12,000 a year that you've put in. But now if you want to really start changing your life, well, that is where the time and the persistence has to start occurring. You need to pour into it to build a life-changing channel with us. And as you do, you earn on a diminishing basis from the 3rd point to the 8th point. But there is no limit to how much you can earn or grow your channel with at DuePoint. From the 8th point onwards, you always get 4% of R27.50 where you qualify to earn. So if you build a 20-point deep channel and people are paying to the 20th point and you qualify to earn, you'll get 4% of R27.50. Hand it over to your children. They spend their life building it. Maybe there's 60 points in the channel. And if they qualify to earn, they'll get 4% of R27.50 for all the points from the 8th to the 60th point. This is how we're hoping to create legacy and not limit your potential. Here at DuePoint, you can grow your channel as big as you want. Now, practically speaking, how much can you expect to earn? Those are dots on the screen. What do they translate into? People ask me this question again. I had it last night again. I want to earn R10,000. How many people must I put in my channel? Folks, that is a question that cannot be answered. It all depends. It depends on how fast you grow. It depends on where you put the people in your channel. You know, there's a whole lot of questions. We had to ask those questions. When we said, how much can we give you as a reasonable estimate of what you can earn? We had to ask the questions, how fast are you going to grow? After doing a lot of mathematics on about 2 decades of data, we came up with what we call the 3+2 growth formula. What it says is in your first month with us, you have to put 3 people on your first point. Okay? Now, people said to me, again, I had it last night, was a great night for questions. People said to me, but must I only grow at 3 in my first month? No, you can grow at any rate you like. This is not a rule. But when I worked out to give you a number to sort of aim for, we said put 3 people in your first month. And then every month thereafter, put 2 people in. 3 plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. If you can persistently add 2 people to your first point, every single month, no matter what month it is, no matter whether it's winter or summer, every month you put 2 people in. 1 every 2 weeks. 1 every 2 weeks. If you could do that consistently, and you can work with the people you put in to do the same thing, and we put our lapses and cancellations in, and people not doing 3 plus 2, we believe that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be earning around R2,500 a month. R2,500 a month. Now, some people, that's life-changing. Other people, it's pocket change. I understand that. It is, however, R30,000 a year that you're now earning reliably and consistently and adding to your household income, whatever your job might be. R30,000, you've done it in 6 months. This is not Facebook where we promise you R100,000 after 3 months. That's nonsense. It's not real, it's not sustainable, and only the guy who started that Facebook page is going to earn anything. Okay? This is real. And therefore it takes time to build up. But look what happens over the next 6 months. If you can put another 6 months of effort in, we reckon you can reasonably and conservatively expect to be earning about 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month. That's 120,000 rand a year, going forward reliably and recurring each month. If you can put an entire year in, it's this time, 21st of June next year. That can be you. It can be you. If you push through and do 24 months with us, okay, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be earning about 27 to 30,000 rand a month. That's 360,000 rand a year. Now you need to see that's 2 years, okay? And we're not good at this. As South Africans, we have very low self-discipline. If it's not happening instantly, then we're not happy. We don't want to work for anything. You know, it's got to come right now. Folks, it doesn't work like that in the DuePoint system. In fact, it doesn't work like that in the real world. Guys, we have to realize it's 2 years. 2 years of persistent hard labor. And if you can do that, there's no cost to you financially. The price is time. If you can do that for 2 years, you will be earning 360,000 rand more a year on top of whatever you're earning at your job. Okay? You need to start thinking about how that changes things for you economically. 3 years in, we reckon you'll be on about 45 to 50,000 rand a month. That's 600,000 rand a year. 4 years in, we reckon you'll be on about 60 to 65,000 rand a month, 720,000 rand a year. That's already beyond the aspirations of most. 5 years in, half a decade, we reckon you'll be on about 80 to 100,000 rand a month. That's $1 million a year. You're now part of the top 0.5% earners in the country. It's taken you 5 years, not 5 minutes, not 3 months. I have the 90-day rule here. It's my personal rule. 90 days, people come and tell me, Brent, I can't do this. It's been so long, and I've done so much work. No, guys. You haven't even started after 90 days. You haven't even started. I've spoken to everybody. No, you haven't. There are 51 million people in South Africa. You haven't even touched the surface of that pond. This is 5 years, half a decade. So I get two reactions. People tell me it takes too long. They're not going to work this long for this amount of money. Well, folks, how many years have you spent in your careers? How many years? Tens of years? 20, 30, 35 years? In that 35 years, did it get you to 100,000 rand a month? I can quite safely assume no to all of you, because there's only 0.5% of people in South Africa that are earning more than 100,000 rand a month. 0.5%, okay? And I mean, the youngsters particularly, I love talking to them because they're invincible. If you're below 30, you're going straight to the top, all of you. Doesn't matter if you've got no education. I will be the next Steve Jobs. No, you won't. You will be struck by lightning before you're the next Steve Jobs. That's what's going to happen, statistically speaking. Folks, only 0.5% of people make it. 5 years is nothing. Think of the hundreds of thousands of hours you've spent in your employment on that dead-end wheel that you run. You just run on until you're dead and you fall off and someone else gets on. Huh? Employment doesn't work. People say to me, no, I need a job. No, you don't need a job. I want to slap them. Jobs they're not working. They're not working in South Africa. They're not working anywhere in the world at the moment. They're not working. If you've got one, it's putting food on the table, keep it. But this is how you build your own future, because you're in control. There's no remuneration committee that says this is how much you're going to earn. You're in. So I always say there's no blockages or bottlenecks in our system. There really isn't. The DuePoint system is the most innovative direct selling system in the country, possibly in the world at the moment. I'm quite happy to back that up. But I can't fix you. It's the only part of the system I can't fix. It's you. You will be the remuneration committee, and there will be months where you decide you don't want an increase. And then afterwards you'll come and tell me the problems with my system. No, it's you. You've got to put in the 5 years. That's the price, and you can reasonably expect to do it. Then the other opinion I get on this is that it's just marketing and nobody's ever going to earn that much. Well, we've already got people earning this, so that kind of kills the argument. But you're right. We like to look at it on the ground. Let's look at real people. Every month we showcase different people earning different amounts. They're not our top earners. They're just a bunch of guys out of our system. This month we picked a handful. One of them was Denzel. Denzel's up here in Joburg with us. He's here today. I did see him a little bit earlier. He's in the back corner there. So you can see he's actually real. He's not just a picture we took off of the internet. You see, he looks like one of those. Black tie. You just go to images in Google and you just stick it in. No, he's actually here. He joined us on the 31st of August. Nice, skeptical, wanted to watch, see if this was real. Didn't do anything, just watched for 3 months, watched how lives were changing around him, and decided he'd like to also start having his life changed a bit. And in about February, maybe January this year, Denzel said, okay, let's start doing this. February, March, April, 2,393 Rand a month. Now remember, I said it would take 6 months to get to 2,500 Rand. That's 3 months in, 4 months in, 5 months in. 5 months in, 10,000 Rand a month asset that he's built for himself. Okay, 120,000 rand a year in 5 months. Okay, now you might not get there. You might be completely useless. You might be. That might be the best you ever get out of DuePoint. You might spend 15 years here and all you can get is an extra 5,000 rand a month. But what does an extra 5,000 rand a month do for you? Hey, think about the list of problems. Well, how many go away with an extra 5,000 rand a month? That's just 60,000 rand a month. I don't have to give you 100,000 rand a month. That's pipe dream Facebook nonsense. I don't have to give you that. If everybody was earning an extra 5,000 to 10,000 rand a month in South Africa, what a difference our economy would see. And that's what we want to do here. Then we've got Nonkabela down in the East London, Eastern Cape. She doesn't have the luxury of this room. She's only got 3 of the 4 options. And she joined us a year ago and said, no ways. Eastern Cape, scams, schemes, people take your money. I'm just watching. And she watched for a year. And she watched as people in the DuePoint system had their lives changed. And at the beginning of this year, about February, I think she said, she said, I want to get involved. And she started building. February, March, April, May, June, 5 months in, 11,000 rand a month she's building by herself using all of our remote tools down in the Eastern Cape, changing the face of the Eastern Cape with DuePoint. Then we have So-So. So-So was cleverer. She decided to get in and start working. That was a good move, as you can see. She started about a year ago. Call it 11 months ago now. 11 months ago, she came in. She's a business owner. She runs her own school Monday to Saturday, does not have time. If that's on your excuse list tonight, cross it off. Nobody has time. Nobody. You're not special or unique. You don't have a very high-powered job that's the only one that takes up time. All of us don't have time, but we have to make time now. We have to start changing things if we're going to survive. She changed things so that she can survive. She wants capital for her business. She's not getting it from the banks. She's going to make it with the DuePoint system. She now has 11 months down, 20,000 rand a month. I said it would take a year to get to 9,000 to 10,000 rand, and I still believe that that's a nice conservative target to aim for, and one you should be able to achieve 9 out of 10 times. She said, I'd want more. And in 11 months, she's built a 240,000 rand a year asset for herself. That could be you this time next year. That can be you. You are the only thing that will determine this outcome. You are the only thing that will determine this outcome. Folks, they're not our top earners. Go to YouTube. We've got probably 50 or 60 testimonies in there. People earning 700 rand a month, people earning 4,000 rand a month, people earning 85,000 rand a month. Go and watch the testimonies. See how people are using the DuePoint system to change their lives. This is not a marketing exercise. Folks, that's the first way we earn. The second way we earn is through our XP Rewards training program. If you're scared and don't know how to do this, no problem. We train you step by step by step through this program from beginner to expert wealth engineer. And as you complete the steps, you earn what we call XP points. XP points are experience points, not worth anything, not worth rands and cents. They're simply a measure of how experienced you are in our training program. And as you become more experienced, naturally your channel starts to grow. And where you meet the criteria of experience and channel size in our training program, we start to reward you in addition to the returns we were just talking about. In the beginning, it's a little bit of cash because that's what you need when you're starting out. You need the money. All right, we give you a little bit of cash. As you get a little bit more experienced and your channel gets a bit bigger, so does the cash rewards that we give you. Then we start to equip you with tools. Tools we know will accelerate the growth of your channel here at DuePoint. At rank 5, you get an imported lightning memory stick from the United States of America. Okay? It comes jam-packed with all of our presentations, tools, and downloads and testimonies, everything you need to talk to someone about DuePoint any time of the day, anywhere, whether you've got an internet connection or not. At rank 7, we give you another very powerful tool, your own set of business cards. Not a cheap set from down the road, an imported, gold-gilded, custom-made set of business cards for you. If you want to see what a 12,500 rand set of business card looks like, go and have a look in our glass cabinet afterwards. When you give people these cards, they're going to want to know what you do for DuePoint. It is a wonderful tool in growing your channel. At rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size every year, we take you and your family away on a 1-week holiday, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. Now this is amazing. Every rank 9 will come away with us every year, those who maintain their channel size with us. Every year, every rank 9. It's not the top 5, it's not the first 5. It's not our 5 favorite. It's every rank 9. And we're going this year in December. And all of you still have plenty of time to get there. Now, what we always say is don't get excited about rank 9 because you rank 0. Okay? You've got a long way to go to get to rank 9. You can get excited about rank 1 and then rank 2 and rank 3. But what you can know with certainty is the criteria for everyone is exactly the same. You are not competing against others. You are working with others to get to your success in the DuePoint system. The end of this year, we're going away to an amazing place. And you can join us if you commit to the task. Here's where we're going. Actual footage of where we're going.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
Folks, everybody can achieve it. We have no winners and we have no prizes at DuePoint. Everything is earned, and everyone who completes the criteria is rewarded with those rewards. But a whole bunch of people going. We can't fit them all on the screen. This is meant to be you here. It is. It's meant to be you. You will fill it if you decide to do it. At rank 11, we give you another useful tool. It's your own car. It's not rented to you. You don't finance it through us. We don't give it to you for a month or for a year and take it away. And it's not branded. It's your car. Our intention and our hope is that you will use it to build your freedom here at DuePoint. Every month, we run what we call wealth quests. They run from the first to the last day of every month, and they are designed for everyone, even rank zeros like you, to be completed in that month. Where you complete the criteria of each one, and every month is different, we reward you with tools we know will assist you in growing your channels. Some months it's iPads, iPhones, smart TVs, data, Wi-Fi routers, cash, everything you need to build it. We know at the moment that data is extremely valuable. It's expensive, and we need it. In this business, everything's online. You need it. So what are we doing this month? If you can complete the criteria of this month's Wealth Quest, which is ranking up in our XP Rewards program. Remember, that's what we've just seen. Rank 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can rank up twice, if you rank 0 to 2, and once if you rank 3 and above this month, we will give you 60 gigs of data over the next 6 months, 10 gigs a month on Always On's public Wi-Fi system. They got 2,500 Wi-Fi hotspots around the country. Your data issues are gone. They are gone if you can complete this quest. Fantastic. In addition, you will know, guys, that this week, I'm not sure if Rob hasn't put it up yet, but you would have received it if you are wealth engineers. For the next 9 days, we're running our Winter Solstice Challenge. The Winter Solstice is, in fact, today. It's the shortest day of the year today. We've got the least amount of daylight and the most amount of nighttime. From now to the 30th of this month, the last day of this month, every wealth engineer you add to your first point, you get 1,000 XP. 1,000 XP points for every wealth engineer you add to your first point for the next 9 days. It's like a bonfire of XP in the middle of winter. So, folks, get cracking, get out there, all part of our training program with you. So people say to me, Brendan, where do you get the money to do this? How does it work? I've done the maths, etc., and it can't work. Well, it's very simple, guys. Very, very simple. First of all, there's about 600 accountants and actuaries in our business. If we all got the maths wrong, well, then there's no hope for anyone. All right. But secondly, I cut my teeth in the traditional financial services space. I spent nearly 20 years there. And in the traditional banking and insurance space, what do we do to connect with you? We run adverts. We run adverts on TVs, radios, billboards, toilets, taxis, everywhere we can put an advert up. We put it up. It costs us hundreds of millions of rands per company per annum. Billions as an industry every single year. Nobody ever asks how we afford that. It's very simple. We reverse engineer the cost of that into your monthly payments. Your funeral cover, your car insurance, your house insurance, your banking fees, 30 to 50% of them is next month's marketing fee. That's simply how we do it. Now, we've done exactly the same thing here at DuePoint, except we don't do any advertising. You will never see a TV advert. You'll never hear a radio advert. We use you to penetrate the market and connect people to us. And therefore, all that money that we would have spent on SABC, DSTV, etc., hundreds of millions, is now available for you and your channels. That's the very simple mathematics. I'm happy to talk to you about the complicated stuff afterwards. There are 3 products that we as DuePoint facilitate the purchase of into your channels. You never have to talk about these. That's not your task as a wealth engineer. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 299 Rand a month. And for that 299 Rand, we open up a tax-free investment account for you. It is a no-notice, no-restriction period investment account. And we take 100 Rand of that 299 and we put it in that investment account. And that money is immediately available to you. It's not an endowment. There's no maturity period. The money is immediately available to you. Which means that the actual cost of this product is only 199 Rand a month because the other 100 Rand is in the tax-free investment account. For the 199, you get 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. And as I've said to you, being a product owner makes you a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 274 Rand a month. And for that, you get 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No maximum age limits, no waiting periods or deferred benefit periods. Your first payment, you undercover, and no medical examinations or declarations. None of these things. We can innovate and we can do this because you are dealing with the source. You are dealing with the insurance company here at DuePoint. And then our third product, my favorite one, it's our non-insurance, non-financial services product. It's our Wealth Points Buyers Club. This is a very simple product. People tend to struggle to understand this. This is how it works. So just follow me for the next few minutes. It's 274 Rand a month to be a member. As a member, you get to use all of the corporately negotiated discounts, prices, vouchers, and account managers that we as DuePoint have negotiated with a whole string of suppliers. Checkers, Hirsch's, Yuppie Chef, Eagle Ford, The Entertainer, TakeALot.com. We've got hundreds of suppliers. We've gone to them. We've negotiated a corporate discount rate, voucher package, etc. And you as an individual member of our Buyers Club can buy using those discounts. So it's our Buyers Club. It excites me the most. I think it's got the most immediate benefit, and it's really simple and easy to use. As a wealth engineer, folks, you get the entire executive and management team at your beck and call Monday to Saturday. Folks, you can book us to meet with you, with your teams, to motivate, strategize, goal set, train. We're available. No cost to you. You get all of our facilities here. Monday to Saturday, presentation rooms, boardrooms, breakaway rooms, free Wi-Fi, tea and coffee that you can use at no cost to you to build your channels. You get all of our state-of-the-art technology developed and maintained for you at no cost. You get a nationwide footprint with DuePoint. You can grow your channel anywhere in the country, because we live stream everything out every day. All of this you get as a wealth engineer. Folks, that is DuePoint from top to bottom. Everything is disclosed on our website. Full product documents, our full code of conduct. You can see it all before you even click apply. There is nothing more, though, to tell. Today is not a decision about DuePoint. It is a decision about changing the way we earn, changing the economics in our future. None of you are going to quit your jobs today, but you could change how you earn from this moment forward, and that's what we want. If you want to become a wealth engineer today, it's very simple. Use your smartphone or tablet, hook up into our Wi-Fi, go to DuePoint.net and click apply. Fill out the form, and 5 minutes later, you're a wealth engineer. No money having parted from your hands. That W number that's then sent to your cell phone is the beginning of your channel. You don't go into some kind of structure. It's yours. It's your channel. And that W number will then be yours to decide what kind of future you make with it. Then what I want you to do is I want you to sit with the person who brought you here today, your lead wealth engineer, tell them what your goal is. How much do you want? Is it 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand? What is it that you want? And then work a plan out with the DuePoint system to get there. Because if you don't have those guys, you're not going to survive the time that you need to put in to get to them. That's what you're going to be doing, paying with time to get there. We have a training session once a month, every month. We call them development seminars. They're always different. And you guys are lucky. You've made it in the week we're having it. This Saturday, 9 o'clock in this room, we're having live training. Rob's going to be doing the presentation. He's extremely passionate about this particular topic. And so I'm quite excited to see what he's got to say. Your first 30 days at DuePoint, what to do, what to do, what to do. It is probably one of the most important development seminars we're going to run. And I think you need to be a wealth engineer. Your entire channel should either be here or watching live on Saturday morning, like no excuses. This is the critical out-the-blocks development seminar. It will go onto our YouTube channel like all of our other training does afterwards as well. So if people physically cannot watch it live or be here, make sure they watch it afterwards. We have all the tools for you as a wealth engineer. Get them at reception or order them at info@DuePoint.net. Folks, the USB stick with our presentations on. Business cards, not the 12,500 Rand set, an affordable set, but very powerful that you can. Power blocks for your phones. You're filling people's application forms out on your phone. You don't want your battery to go dead. Make sure you've got all the tools that you need. Get them before you leave today or order them online. And then, folks, as a wealth engineer, we ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is free to subscribe. Some people think you have to pay. It's not. It's free to subscribe to YouTube. That allows you to know the moment we go live every day. It allows you to know the moment we upload videos to our channel. This is probably your number one resource tool at DuePoint. And then, folks, we want you to download our free app. Download it onto your phone or onto your tablet. It gives you a real-time view into your channel. You can watch in real time as your channel grows. All your tools are there. Your personal documentation and details are there. Everything you need is on that app. Make sure you get it. Use our free Wi-Fi today and put it on your phone before you go. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see that we are quite serious about what we're doing here. This is no joke. Look at the amount of outlay, capital, and skills that we have put into DuePoint. We're very serious about achieving our objective of changing the economy in South Africa. It's certainly not going to come from our leaders. We know that. We know that. Just know it, okay? It has to happen on the ground. If we're going to change it for us, we've got to do it on the ground here. And that is what we want to do at DuePoint, and we want you to be part of it. If you have questions or concerns, come and ask me. Ask the person who brought you. Ask my staff members. Ask them the questions. We had to ask them ourselves as we designed the system. Get the answers, get the tool, and start making some changes. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you outside, and thanks to you all watching us live today.